Well, after a little break to get us back on schedule, we are ready to go. This is the boys 14U Elite 8 game, the Rockford Fire and the CHSA Wolverines, the Maroon team. Both teams winning yesterday to get to this point. Winners move on to the Final Four and on to hopefully an undisputed. The 14 undisputed will be played Saturday morning. So that's kind of what everybody's working for here in this gym for the next hour, hour and a half or so. We're glad you're with us. My name is Steve Largent. My broadcast partner for this one is Mr. Paul Gilmore. And he's got some great insight into these teams. He's been with the program, with the tournament for a long time, played as a player. So he's going to have some great things to drop in and educate us throughout the next hour, hour and a half. Appreciate Scott Staten's time this morning. You guys did a great job together. Appreciate the break there. So we are locked in. We've got this game. We've got the Trinity Pacific game team from California coming up next. Dallas HSAA, Wichita Defenders, and Indianapolis. The Wildcats going to square off with the boys 18 and under Division I Elite 8. Then we're going to hand it to the boys from Louisiana. We're going to let them call the Dallas Thunder and SWCA night game. That's coming up scheduled at 7:10. And then our nightcap tonight is the Illinois Crew and the FBCHA Eagles. That's the other boys 18 and under Division I Elite 8. So building toward, on the 18 and under, the championship, undisputed championship game on Saturday. And both of those games, the 14 and the 18, at this point are scheduled to be at Evangel. And that's not going to change. They'll be at Evangel. But you can watch those games. Any of the games that we broadcast in the tournament on our two feature courts, you can find them at YouTube. If you go to nchclive.com and click on the links for the feature courts, you can subscribe to one or both channels. You can be notified when games are live if you choose to do that so you don't miss anything. Or you can just go there and look at the archives, watch them live, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. We were just talking with a dad, Paul, from Rockford, and they've enjoyed going back and watching the archives. And you were telling him about programs early in the tournament that may not make it this far and get some of the other broadcasts toward the end of the tournament. They've got a chance to be on the internet and their names called and teams talked about, programs talked about, and those will live on forever. They can go back and watch them and share them with family and sit down and watch them once they get back. Teams have been watching them in their hotel rooms. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to sit here and describe them and you be able to watch them. So we appreciate you being a part of our broadcast today. Tell a friend. Again, the website nchclive.com, home of the National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championship information. Links are there for the YouTube channels. And we're just about ready to go. Teams traditionally have a prayer together. They have a scripture each day that is the theme for the day. They'll share that scripture together, and then they'll pray, break huddle, get fired up, and we'll get underway. Paul, any thoughts you have as Rockford and CHSA get ready to go?
Yeah, it was an honor speaking with Mr. Cease, who's the father of Colton Cease on the Rockford Fire. And he was letting us know that over at BBC, the Rockford Fire won their boys 18 game, and they're still working towards an undisputed, as are the 14 and under looking to win today.
Tucker Somerville and Ethan Quinones will tip it off. Fire control the tip, and right away, it's a basket for the Fire.
Right away, it's Colton Cease, who we were just talking about. Great job on the lay-in.
Quick 2-3 ball from the corner is good for Elisha Bonau. So
yeah,
quick
CHSA won the Big South Regional at the boys 14 and under level, so this should be a good matchup between these two teams.
CHSA, the Wolverines. Corner there, Gabrielle Wilson goes inside to Hank Jackson. He scores.
CHSA playing a very extended half-court trap zone.
Cease ahead to Darge. Darge had a really good game yesterday. I was standing in the hallway as some teams were coming in this morning, and one of the players made a comment to his dad. I guess they hadn't been here yet. The dad hadn't. Nice layup there by Ethan Quinones, saying, "Isn't this cool?" Dad said, "Yeah, this is really cool." So the players really enjoy playing here. They see the pit on the schedule and they get kind of excited. Can be a foul against the Fire here.
One thing that...
I'm sorry, against the Wolverines.
Yeah, one thing that I've been kind of excited about this week is the perimeter of the court is surrounded by entirely brick. And thus far, by the grace of God, we haven't seen any injuries related to the brick wall.
Yep. Play up for Jonathan Harris. Great ball movement. And it's quickly 7-2. Timeout taken by Rockford. It's a fast start. You and I were visiting, and we didn't compare notes on our rosters, so hopefully I'm not missing anybody else. I feel bad. Mr. Cease was sitting right here, and his son's the one name I didn't have down. I don't know how I missed him.
Yeah, the Rockford Fire, they unfortunately didn't have their roster in the program, so yesterday I had to go and get it from the coaches. We had the 18 and under roster as well. The 14 and under roster is a little bit different. Yeah. But that's okay. We'll get it sorted out as the Rockford Fire will bring it down. They're down 7 early on. They're going to need to get some baskets going to get back in the game. Three-pointer deep, no good. Offensive rebound is no good from Llewellyn, who played a big part in their gold ball game yesterday with his rebounding. That ball absolutely demolished out of bounds by Llewellyn, so doing it on both ends of the floor early on. CHSA is going to stack it, throw it out up top. Working against a 2-3 Rockford Fire zone. In the corner, three-pointer is going to be up and good for Ethan Quinones. And so far, they haven't really missed much. They've got a quick 12-2 lead. Make that 11. They might have given him just a two-pointer on that. Floater is not going to be able to fall for the Fire. And now the Wolverines come back the other way. Cross-court pass in the opposite corner. That three-pointer no good. Llewellyn gets the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. So just like yesterday, Llewellyn doing a great job of ripping that rebound down and not letting anybody take it away from him. And unfortunately, the Wolverines are going to get called for a foul about 90 feet away from their basket.
All right, I think I'm caught up on names here. Thank you, sir. 3:15, but a pretty fast-paced first quarter. Carter Young. David Rose, got it. Yeah. That's 3.
Yep, we saw him hit a couple of those yesterday as well. That one's a big one, just even momentum-wise, thinking about the difference between 11-2 and 11-5.
Drive for Jackson, gets cut off. Top of the key, Bonau. That's Ethan Quinones. Head coach Doug Quinones got a couple of his boys here on the team. Noah and Ethan. I know I said this yesterday, but that's got to be such fun and honor to be able to coach your kids.
Amazing save by Llewellyn. Gets it up ahead to Rose, who's going to lay it up, and he's going to get fouled.
2 team fouls on the Wolverines.
I believe they threw up a number 2, and that foul's going to be on Noah Quinones.
Darge gets the first of 2. I'm sorry, Rose gets the first of 2. Second one won't go, but follow up with the rebound. Tyler Llewellyn. It won't go, and Carter Young will follow it up. He'll go to the free throw line.
A good job by the Fire on the offensive glass. When you're down there against the Wolverines on the free throw line, they've got 4, you've got 2. And on that last possession, both of the offensive rebounders got at least 1 offensive rebound. So if you're the Wolverines, you've got to do a better job of making sure you box out. If it's 4 on, I guess 3 if you count the shooter. 4 on 3, right. You've got enough bodies for everybody.
Second free throw won't drop. Jackson there to get the rebound. He'll lead the charge the other way. Pulls back out. Got to shoot 2 here.
They called that foul on Carter Young. It's a good-looking drive from Hank Jackson. Strong moves to the rim. At first I thought he left it short, but it's because he got hacked.
Lefty rolls it in and out. Checking in, Gabriel Wilson. Noah Quinones will get a rest for a little bit. Also, Joshua Atkinson checks out. Second free throw is true. Colton Cease looking at a 2-1-2 defense in front of him. Tyler Llewellyn trying to help at the free throw line, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Wolverines. Jackson floats it to Harris. Good patience, good work around the perimeter. Baseline goes Quinones. Shot won't go, gets his own rebound. He'll pull it back out.
Yeah, it was a really good job. One of the things the Wolverines are doing well is they're driving baseline when they get down in the corner. A lot of the times you'll see people just pass it back out.
3 ball for Jackson. He's got 6.
Yeah, they're being really patient on offense. They're swinging it around, they're communicating, and finding the open man.
Cease with 1:13 to go, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. He's got 4.
Yeah, way to stay strong with it. You just got to take it up. First time he thought he might have got hacked, but stayed with it, went up and got another basket.
Play till you hear a whistle. Good job splitting the defense. Nice move by Jonathan Harris. DiCarlo with the foul.
And I know I said it on the last possession, but they're really what they're doing well. The Wolverines are penetrating that zone. They're finding lanes along the baseline and in the interior. And so far, that's opened it up for them. They've got a lot of drives for layups or fouls, and then when that, has collapsed the defense and they've kicked it back out for open three-pointers.
Right. Second free throw won't fall either. Tapped out of bounds by Jackson. It'll be Rockford basketball. They trail by 6 with 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This is boys 14U Elite 8 action. Winners of this play tomorrow in the Final Four, and then the winners of those play Saturday for the championship. 3 ball for Cease. Got it. 7 for Colton Cease.
And it's back to a one-possession game, yeah.
Clock down to 20. Skip pass for Quinones. Ethan. Wilson for 3. Good rebound. Time to get one more shot up. Cease across half court to the middle of the floor. Scoop pass to Carter Young, who will heave the 3 off the rim. Close, but still great effort by the Fire to get this back to a one-possession game. End of 1. The Wolverines lead at 15-12. And we'll be right back here at Central High School.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
Second quarter, here we go. Wolverines with the basketball and a 3-point lead, trying to add to it here. Baseline goes Wilson. Nice pass to a cutting Jackson. Good defense by the Fire.
Yeah, that's the second major block Llewellyn has just thrown away.
Tyler Llewellyn to Cease. Nice look at the post there for Carter Young. He turns and goes to the hole. And that's the way you want that offense to work against the zone, especially if you can get the guy, your post player there at the free throw line involved. You have so many options if he'll turn and face the basket.
And we were just talking about that for the Wolverines, about them doing a good job getting it in the middle. That time Rockford Fire attacking the zone the way that they want to.
Right.
And good things happen.
Llewellyn knocks that one down. Chance to pull him within one. So much ebb and flow to these ball games. There are times when a lead is safe, but so many times one team builds up a lead and the other comes back and ends up making a game out of it.
Especially in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier in the week we saw some major first quarter leads, and those are hard to overcome. Some of them are insurmountable, but when you're down, 11-4, 9-2, that is anything but insurmountable.
Good defense by the backboard down here. 3 ball for Rose, won't go. Oh, we're going to have a foul on on Parker Jones. Over the back.
Yeah, unfortunately for Parker, that was unnecessary. He had you boxed out, he had the space, and for you to just hack over his back, that can't make Coach happy.
Scott State made the point on offense. When you're the defensive player, anytime you swing that arm, it's going to be a foul. And when you're trying to get a rebound like that, you move your arm that way, it's going to be a foul as well. So I didn't say that very well, but had he just gone up and not swung his arm, he probably wouldn't have got called for that foul. I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
Well, and it's a similar concept when we were growing up getting coached talking about defense. If you're the defensive player, if you swipe down, the refs are more likely to call a foul every time, versus if you swipe up for whatever reason, that more likely will be better for a steal than being called for a foul.
Ethan Quinones makes 1 of 2. He's got 6 in the ball game. 2-point lead now for the Wolverines. Cease. Rose puts it on the floor, loses the handle. Wolverines will bring it back the other way. Good job by Rose to get out of the way, not draw the foul.
And another block from Llewellyn.
Wow.
That's 3 highlight blocks he's had in the first half.
4.5 to go, first half. 5 team fouls on the Wolverines, 4 on the Fire. It's the one part of the scoreboard we can't show you. We try and let you know what that looks like. We mentioned the conversation with Mr. Cease before the ball game, and always nice to have some dialogue with the parents and get their perspective on broadcast and how their trip is going. And it's not his first trip here, but something he looks forward to each year.
Yeah, coming from, what do you say, Northwest Michigan?
Yeah,
up by Wisconsin.
Up above Chicago.
Oh, great steal by Carter Young.
Finish it, young man. There you go. Carter's first 2 points.
I see what you did there, young man. Carter Young.
See, I didn't even intend that. That was incidental. Nice drive by Hank Jackson. He'll get 2 free throws out of it. Tie ball game, 16 all. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Boy. I should quit while I'm behind.
Man, it's been a tough go at the free throw line for the Wolverines, particularly Hank Jackson. I think that's his 3rd or 4th he's missed in this game so far.
Free throws are tough for lefties. You can't. I never could just square my shoulders with at a free throw line. I always had to do it from an angle.
It looked like that's what Jackson's doing there as well.
Yeah. But every coach tried to get me to stand there squared up and do it that way. Just couldn't get it. Lob inside for Tyler Llewellyn. He's fouled.
They're going to give that foul to Jonathan Harris. Wolverines felt like they had a jump ball.
David Rose will throw it in. Checking in, Joshua Atkinson. He'll replace Jonathan Harris. Deep 3 for Carter Young. Won't fall. Jackson with 3.5 to play. Pass in the corner. Monow wouldn't take the 3. Jackson will drive. Good rebound by Carter Young.
Now they've got numbers 3-on-2.
Llewellyn takes it himself. Good defense. Nice play by Ethan Quinones. Stayed within himself. Got the ball, and we'll have to throw it in from out of bounds. Cease in the corner. Goes baseline. Short.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. I know he's capable of making those, but I think that time it was a little too contested.
You were talking earlier about players using the baseline, driving and kicking out. Has the emphasis gone away from using the baseline as a defender and getting in front and forcing them to stop?
Yeah, it's been surprising as we have another foul just so far away from the basket. I think that time it was on Noah Quinones, which would be his second.
We're going to shoot 1 and 1 here. That's the 17th foul on the Wolverines.
Yeah.
It'll be Cease, I believe, going to the line. Nope, 14, sorry. Be Carter Young.
But to your point, I have seen in this tournament, you know, there are trends that happen across the years. You know, we obviously in the world of basketball, we're familiar with the three-point line becoming more of a trend.
Right.
It seems like in this tournament, there's been a lot of great players that are able to drive baseline. We saw that in some of the girls 14 and under. When you get trapped in that corner, they were able to take it baseline. And yeah, as the defenders, I'm not sure if they're just kind of sidestepping or what's going on, but there's been a lot of allowance along the baseline.
Carter Young with 4, and Rockford's got a 2-point lead after trailing much of the first half. To this day, I still hear my dad's voice saying, get over there, get 1 foot out of bounds, and cut him off. Slide step, move your feet, play defense.
Yeah, it's not illegal for the defender to have a foot out of bounds.
Nice 3-ball for Hank Jackson. That's his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 9.
As a matter of fact, it's encouraged.
Well, that's why I'm so surprised that several times in this tournament I see people just driving as they want to along the baseline, all the way from corner to corner. Going to have another Wolverine foul here.
Yeah, that one's on Joshua Atkinson, number 44.
Carter Young will shoot here. Going to shoot 2, I think.
And the Wolverines, they have to be careful because they're a very physical team, and that plays well for them. They're very active, able to get steals, rebounds, they push the pace. But already they're at 8 fouls in the first half. And, you know, they've got some players on the bench, but you got to be careful with some of your players. Main players, both the Quinones brothers have 2 fouls apiece.
Carter Young, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's got 6. Back to a 2-point lead for the Fire. Good look. Oh, right idea. Trying to get it to Atkinson instead of Steele. And this will be stolen back. Nice play. They hit Atkinson. Splitting the floor, splitting the 2 offensive players. Tie ball game, 20 apiece. Nobody in the corner. Seth Johnson turned to throw somebody in the corner. Nobody there. 3-ball for Parker Jones. No good.
Nearly banked it in.
Ethan Quinones will pull it back out. Defense will get set. Now he goes between defenders. And a 3-ball. A little bit long by Noah Quinones. David Rose getting set to check in for Rockford.
A little mental game I was playing with myself yesterday as I was trying to mentally keep track of how many rebounds Llewellyn ended up with, because he had at least, I would say, probably 5 within the first minute or 2 of the last game they played. I haven't been doing that this game, but it's just fun to see him rip those boards down.
Sure. Hey, those parts of the game that, I mean, rebounds, most people will track those stats, but just people who watch and casually watch the game within the game, I keep bringing that up. But yeah. Rebound's a big deal.
And you look in the scoreboard, Llewellyn has no points.
Yeah.
But I guarantee he's probably already approaching double-digit rebounds, and he's got 3 or 4 blocks.
That was the other thing that was ingrained into us growing up. Find a body, box him out, get a rebound. You may not be able to score, but you can rebound, you can play good defense. Foul on the floor. We're going to shoot 1 and 1 again. Colton Cease, who's got 7 points in the game, will shoot 1 and 1 here.
I think they got Atkinson again for that foul. That's 2 for him.
Parker Jones will take a rest, probably for the rest of the half. So will Joshua Atkinson. Cease delivers. Up and through, got it. Almost a lane violation. They got that lane awful early, but
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's changed over the years too. It used to be when I was playing it is when it hit the rim. Now it's on the release.
Right. But guys like that are so deliberate and they have a routine, sometimes it's a little longer than you think.
It's going to have to be a half-court heave. Oh,
off the back of the iron.
Good for Hank Jackson.
So the Rockford Fire, after trailing much of the first half, go to halftime with a 2-point lead, 22-20. We'll step aside. Again, you're watching Boys 14U Elite 8 action. We've got one more of those coming up. No, I'm sorry, this is the second. They'll face, the winner of this faces the Moni Patriots, who won 52-42 in the game prior to this one. So the Patriots know they're in the Final Four. Rockford or the Wolverines, the Fire of the Wolverines, will go there tomorrow to join them. We'll find out in the next couple of quarters coming up here from Central High School on YouTube.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, so can you.
They will tell you, you're not tough enough.
Incredible, the fact, obviously, I mean, walking out of here.
You're not strong enough.
Says, let me have it. Whoa, no.
You can't get back up.
Yanni Rubens Barbosa.
You can't succeed. You can't win. You never ride the world's ranking sports. But I disagree. I'll tell you this. When you get back up, you will succeed. Yes, you can.
Sim. Você pode.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
"24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I train for something that should be impossible. When 8 seconds can change your whole life, it's not really about the seconds, it's about the hours. The hours that I spend preparing mentally and physically. It's about being the last one to quit, no matter how bad you hurt. If you dream of winning, you better be ready to earn it. Yes, you can.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon, real-time pain relief cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-time pain relief. It will be $1 well spent.
Second half, here we go. Rockford Fire battling through the first half to get the lead. They've got it with 2 points, and they give it up. Opening possession. Harris with the steal. Cease and Bonau going at it on the sideline. It'll stay with the Wolverines.
Yeah, good job from Cease to break that up. That would have been a sure fast break if he didn't get a hand in there.
Paul Gilmore, Steve Largent at Central High School. We are entering the, not that the games earlier weren't fun or interesting, but you kind of stack the schedule to where we got some really great games coming our way later tonight. We hope you can tune in and watch them or go back and watch them later. It'll be quite a show put on throughout the rest of the day. Steal between 3 defenders there. Not a good pass to throw. Ethan Quinones. He's got 8.
Yeah, it was a tough pass by Rose in at the top of the key. There was 3 guys surrounding that middle man. And we talk about you want to get the ball in there, but obviously it's tough when you got 3 guys and 1 coming across, which led to a fast break in 1 for Quinones.
That was not one of the high-risk, high-reward options.
No.
Ethan finishes the 3-point play. He's got 9. And the Wolverines take back a 1-point lead. Carter Young in the corner to Parker Jones. Cease tries to save it. Couple of unforced errors here.
Well, certainly not what Coach Young wanted out of the timeout. Yeah, Wolverines doing a good job right out of the half, getting into their sets and doing what they want to do.
Really good ball movement by the Wolverines. Great dive toward the basket by Bonau. Carter Young tries to turn the corner. Has 2 defenders there to greet him. David Rose gets a shot up. He's got 5 points, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 2 free throws already. Nailed a 3 early in the ball game. Kind of got the fire going. Speaking of Jeff Ford, there he is.
Good to see him over here.
We were talking about him during the halftime break. Realized after I said it, that was a conversation that happened off the air. Oops.
Yeah, if you're at home wondering, speaking of Jeff Ford, then now you know.
Yeah. The man who at last time the story was told scored 26 against North Carolina.
That's what he tells me, but I was told not to believe everything I hear.
See, it started, the first year I heard the story was he scored a field goal against North Carolina. It scored to 26. Nice 3-ball by Ethan Bonau. That's his second.
I think that's number 23, Gabriel Ramirez.
Oh, I've got numbers turned around there then.
Nice. Ripped away by Carter Young.
He's got 2 more. 8 points for Carter Young.
Well, and that's my fault on the numbers. You're copying my homework, and it's not very good.
Well, I didn't copy the Wolverines. I copied the Rockford team.
Either way, I'll take the blame.
See, that's what a good color man does. Throws himself under the bus. No, we own it here.
And once again, we've got a tie ball game. That's been the theme throughout the day for all of our games that we've had.
Loose ball. Young gets it. Boy, he's getting shoved all over the place. My goodness. Ethan Quinones.
And that's going to be 4 for him. He's certainly going to have to come out of the game now. And that's what I was talking about earlier, the physicality and the style of play that CHSA plays. You know, you don't compare regions, but perhaps in the Big South they were allowed to play a little bit more, so now they're going to have to make an adjustment.
Another steal for the Wolverines.
Great pass ahead by Ramirez.
Harris won't get the layup. Saved by Cease. As we go under 3.5 to play here in the third. Tie ball game. Young to the basket. Gets the roll. Oh, runs out. But there to follow is Tyler Llewellyn. Good job by that young man.
they're going to get a foul on number 11, Gabriel Wilson.
So for the Wolverines, 33 is Gabriel Ramirez?
23.
23.
Yes, sir.
So 33 then is who?
I'm not sure if CHSA has a 33. The last number I have is 44, Atkinson.
Okay. Well, we can further sort it out. So I'll apologize to Wolverine family and friends who've been screaming at the computer. That's not the right person.
Great pass underneath. Yeah, way to be there. Harris.
Jonathan Harris with 4.
And it's ironic because we were talking to Mr. Cease about that right before this game.
Young will get that one to fall. Drive down the middle of the floor. Good job by Hank Jackson to set that up. That's exactly what you want to do. 4-point lead now for the Wolverines. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. We're going to have it. It's going to be a possession. Wolverines. So they get it back with a 4-point lead. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines with a 4-point lead. We'll be right back here at Central High School.
Real Time Max is Real Time's most powerful lotion. Real Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
Again, my apologies to the Wolverine fans for mixing Ramirez and Bonau up throughout the first 2.5 quarters. I think we got it straight now, thanks to my broadcast partner. In the quarter, 3-ball up, off the iron. Good rebound by Harris. Goes baseline. Nice dish back inside to Hank Jackson. 2 threes, 2 field goals, and a free throw for Hank Jackson.
Yeah, slick pass, but the Fire have got to do a better job of boxing out. It's a little bit harder when you're in a zone to turn around and find a body, but they've allowed too many offensive rebounds.
Carter Young turns, has 2 defenders on him. Gets that one to go down. 10 points for Carter Young. Rockford Fire here. That'll be their second in the second half. 4-point lead back for the Wolverines. They led much of the first half. Rockford took a 2-point lead at halftime. Now they trail by 4. Harris, 3-ball. Won't go. Another deep 3. That one won't go. This time, Tyler Llewellyn gets the rebound.
It was a tremendous rebound offensively from Harris. They were unable to convert, but you keep getting second chances like that, and eventually you start putting them in.
Cease gets the corner. He's a little bit short. Wow. Llewellyn couldn't even get the shot up. There was so much contact. No whistle.
A lot of bodies hitting the floor.
Yeah. Left-handed layup. And that's good for Ramirez. Gabriel Ramirez.
We're going to get Jonathan Harris for the hand check.
And a timeout taken. We'll take it with him with 44.7 to go. We'll be right back to Central High School in just a moment.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
Approaching the end of the third quarter. Wolverines pick up a 6-point lead, chance to extend it to 8, possibly 9. Behind the back dribble. I couldn't tell if he was trying to go behind his back to do it himself or if he's going to pass. But Gabriel Ramirez loses the handle. Ramirez, floater, off the glass, and one.
Yeah, Ramirez is doing a good job of attacking the basket. He could have settled for that corner three-pointer on the inbounds, but instead drives it in and is unable to convert the N1.
Under 30 now. 8-point lead. Fire. Oh, off the foot of Carter Young. You can feel the tide starting to turn. Momentum starting to increase the Wolverines' way.
Yeah, the Fire need to make sure they settle down here and don't let it get too out of control. Obviously, emotions are high, and the CHSA crowd is fired up, but you've got 10 seconds here to make a stop as you head to the fourth quarter.
Ramirez for 3. Leaves it short. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Wolverines.
Yeah, good call by the referee. As Llewellyn went down for that ball, his body was out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Wolverines.
Three on the clock. Got to get a shot up. Little contact, but no foul. Ramirez wanted a three-point opportunity, but won't get it. 36-28. It was 22-20. Rockford on top at half. They now trail by 6. They'll have the fourth quarter when we come back here at Central High School on YouTube.
They will tell you, you're not tough enough.
Incredible, the fact, obviously, I mean, walking out of here.
You're not strong enough.
Says, let me have it. Whoa, no.
You can't get back up.
Yanni Rubens Barbosa.
You can't succeed. You can't win. You never ride the world's ranked sports. But I disagree. I'll tell you this. When you get back up, you will succeed. Yes, you can.
Sim, você pode.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Not many kids get a chance to play in a national tournament and go to a Final Four game. These kids right here are fighting for that chance. Rockford with the basketball, trailing by 8. In the corner, that's Rose. Steps out of bounds. Turnover to the Wolverines. And that's, to me, Paul, that's kind of been the story for Rockford. A bunch of unforced errors.
Yeah, I would agree. They started out really strong attacking the basket, but since then, you know, combination of the pressure of the Wolverines as well as unforced errors, it has gone all maroon here.
Wide open look from the right corner. Good job by Tyler Llewellyn to secure that rebound. Cease gets into the corner. Wow. Ethan Quinones getting in the passing lane. Nice job on the other end. Perez can't get the follow.
He almost turned that into an alley-oop.
Man, that could have been a travel. Carter Young travels. The Fire just can't catch a break.
Well, that's an NBA Euro step, right? You get 3, right?
Only on TNT. Only if your game's on TNT.
Which one of us is Charles Barkley?
Well, timeout taken. We'll keep it here. We started the day at 8:50. Well, our first broadcast was 9:15, but game started in here at 8:15 this morning. The Fort Smith Patriots beat the St. Louis Blue Knights West 42-35. That was a boys 16U D2C game. 9:15, girls 16U Gold Ball Championship. Class 7A went to the MHEA Eagles 48-24. Columbus Hawks lost to the MHEA Eagles in a boys 12U Final Four game, 32-24. Illinois Crew, girls 14U Final Four game. They won that one 24-23. You had that game, 24-23 over the Warriors. So lots of great games already. Great games still to come here from the pit. Feature Court 2 on YouTube. Turn in the quarter, Ethan Quinones kicks it out for a 3-ball. It won't fall. That was Gabriel Wilson.
I'm interested to see at what point in the game, if the Wolverines hold their lead, will they consider slowing the pace down. So far, they're not interested in that, which I think is fine. I'm curious at what point where they try and have longer possessions.
Cease corrals the loose ball, gets it to Tyler Llewellyn, who's fouled.
And that foul, Ethan Quinones just fouled out of the game. That's big.
Wow. Early here in the fourth. It'll be ball out for Rockford. Cease wide open here in the corner. They go instead to Young. He's tied up. Jump ball. Possession. Wolverines. Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. You've got a lead here. You need to work the clock a little bit. You can't run it for a long, long time. You don't want to take yourself completely out of the flow, but I think being intentional and on purpose here is certainly a good strategy. You see him doing it here, kind of pulling it out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's spreading wide and making sure that they're getting that dribble drive penetration and kicking it back out. I mean, if you practice that and have the guards to do it, you can do that all game long.
Under 4 to play. Perez can't get the scoop shot to fall. Carter Young working against Perez. Kick out here in the corner. Cease going to help him out. Young turns it into 2 defenders. Shot won't go, but he's going to shoot 2.
They're going to give that foul to Ramirez.
Now I'm trying to think back, but it seems to me even taking the ball into the corner like they do so often was a taboo thing. You didn't dribble the ball into the corner.
Yeah.
But now they do it all the time.
Well, and we talked about in the broadcast either yesterday or the day before, I apologize, they all
run
kind
together
of blend after a while, but we talked about those extra free defenders you get on the baseline and the sideline.
Well, yeah, as a defender, that's where you want the offensive player to go. Offensively, you don't want to go there, but they always come down here in the corner.
Yeah, and it's hard too because when you're going against the zones, a lot of the times depending on the zone, one of the free options is the corners, which the defense is trying to entice you to do.
Right.
But a lot of the times the players just take that outlet into the corner, and more often than not, they either have to kick it back out or bad things happen.
Yeah, the corner offensively is rarely your friend unless you find the backside of the defense and you got a wide open 3 or something like that.
Yep, I was just about to say the same thing. Normally you see those wide open corner 3 shots on a dribble drive penetration kick out or on a cross court pass behind the defense.
Yep. 16 fouls on the Wolverines, so the good news for Rockford is they'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. Bad news is they're down by 6 and they got to find a way to quit turning the ball over, generate some offense, and catch up.
Yeah, the Wolverines have done a good job of anticipating on defense. They've jumped the passing lanes, gotten some easy steals, been very aggressive with their hands, knocking the ball out, causing loose balls and all kinds of stuff that have been in their favor. And now they've got just about 3.5 minutes to see if they're going to go to the Final Four.
6 points isn't that much. It's 2 possessions, but it feels like a lot more in this moment.
Yeah, the Rockford Fire are going to have to dig deep on defense, get stops without fouling. You got plenty of time. You just got to play smart and rebound.
The gym is about a quarter full, And you heard how loud it got with just that few people. Great drive and finish by Hank Jackson. Three ball for Rose. He's got one of those in the game. That one won't fall. Numbers for the Wolverines. Boy, everything going right for CHSA.
Yeah, I'm not sure that three-pointer was ideal in that situation.
All alone down here if they can get it to him. Price with a quick shot, can't get it. He gets a second opportunity and gets knocked down. He'll shoot two here.
Yeah, they're going to get Noah Quinones on that foul as he swiped at David Rose.
David was down here just jumping as high as he could, saying, here I am, here I am. Nobody on that half of the court except for him. By the time it got there, he didn't have much of a shot left.
So that was a big foul also. It gives them an opportunity to put points on the board with the clock stopped. But also from here on out, it's free throws for the Fire if they can just attack the rim.
Yep. But they gave up the two on the other end, so this just cuts it back to 6.
Right.
Puts you back where you were. But you're there. You're only down 6. Or if you're CHSA, you're up 6. Add to it here.
And Coach Quinones knows his team better than I do. You know, Hank Jackson's been so good at driving the lane. He got that last layup. And, you know, we talked about that balance between laying off and attacking, and that time Hank Jackson attacked and it worked out. And now they're being more patient, running some clock.
Oh, behind the defense, Harris gets 2 more. 8-point lead now.
Yeah, that was picture perfect. They swung it around, defenders get out of position, and you get it behind them for a wide open layup.
Carter Young back to Rose, wide open 3. Off the back of the iron. Ahead to Harris. Dodges one defender, misses the layup. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Fire. So they catch a break there. But still, best to do is get it back to a 5-point lead. They're trailing by 8. Deep 3 for Carter Young. Won't go. Under 2 now, 1:45 to play. Stutter step by Harris. In, up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Parker Jones. Carter Young off his foot. Jones gets the loose ball. He's double teamed. Try and go back to Young. Ball on the floor. And the Wolverines will save it.
Yeah, all of that heat came up to the maroon Wolverines.
It's crazy. Carter Young will commit the foul, stop the clock. Just the 4th team foul. They've got a couple to give here. Timeout taken by the Wolverines. We'll take it with them. Home stretch coming up. One of these two teams going to the Final Four. Play tomorrow. Chance to play on Saturday in the Undisputed Championship game for boys 14U. It's all coming up next here from Central High School on YouTube.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
This is what makes the game fun. 1:13, plenty of time. You struggle the whole game, but boy, if you could turn the corner here, catch some breaks, you can score 8 points in a minute 13, especially with 2 fouls to give. Half-court trap, ball on the floor, jump ball. Possession arrow to the Wolverines, which gives you the next possession. Fire playing for their tournament lives here.
barely picked off.
Llewellyn had a good run at it.
You just got to be careful if you're the Fire, letting too much time run off the clock here. I mean, the clock is running and they're not fouling, and they're going to give. Oh, should have been a layup.
Atkinson misses
again,
the chip shot.
That rebound is just killer.
Well, they should have had a foul committed. I'm not saying the officials missed it. I'm saying Rockford had a chance to commit a foul right there on the baseline before that layup or that chip shot by Atkinson even should have happened, and they missed the guy going down the baseline. Oh, no, that wasn't backcourt. He didn't get all the way across. Jackson. Got another Rockford foul. You watch much college basketball?
I do.
94 feet with Jay Billis.
Yes.
You ever seen those segments?
Yes, love that segment.
We need to add something like that to these podcasts. You and I have been talking off the air about getting more story content, more coaches' stories, player content. That'd be a fun thing to do if you could shoot those before the tournament begins or throughout the tournament and air them during some of these commercial breaks. That'd be a lot of fun.
I think so, too.
Jonathan Harris going to shoot a couple free throw, well, 1-and-1 here.
Yeah, that certainly would appeal to my journalistic desires, I guess you would say.
Parker Jones fouls out. So Jonathan Harris, chance to add to the lead here or give the Fire some more hope. Misses that one. Strong rebound by Llewellyn. Head up. Rose with a three ball blocked. Wow. Ramirez.
Yeah.
Woo. All over that one. Gabriel Wilson will check in. Cease back to Rose. His shot won't go. Put back by Llewellyn won't go. And the steal by Ramirez. He's fouled, and I'm a pretty optimistic fella, but that window of opportunity is closing pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for lack of trying. The Fire have gotten so many good-looking opportunities under the basket, three-pointers, but you can't understate how well the Wolverines have played collectively as a defense.
Foul on the floor. We're going to go to the other end now and shoot some free throws.
Well, and if you're Coach Quinones, that's the last thing you want. Your guys fouling with, again, about 90 feet away from the basket, which is going to stop the clock and give them a chance to put points on the board. I mean, as a coach, it would just drive you crazy.
That first game this morning between the Patriots and Knights, Patriots were up 7, and there's like 5-6 seconds on the clock, and the Knights coach called a timeout to strategize over that last 5 seconds. And they're going to milk every second they can and hope until the last horn goes off.
Yep.
You played, you know.
Yep. Yeah, we played. Good job to hit both of those. Bring it down to
game.
6-point game. And I remember playing a game one of my senior years. We were beating a team by 20 points or so early on, and start of the fourth quarter to the very end of the game, they were fouling us to try and stop the clock.
Wow.
It was a long game.
Again, coming up next, Trinity Pacific, the Crowns from California. Going to be on the floor, taking on Dallas HSAA, boys 16U, gold ball showdown. It says pool here, so that means they've still got a little pool play going on, trying to determine.
Yeah, I think so. With the number, it always depends on the number of teams. If you don't have enough to do a format for a gold ball showdown, we saw that with the girls 18 and under. They did a pool play to start the week. They played 2 games Monday, 1 on Tuesday to get to the gold ball games. I think the boys 16 and under is doing something similar. They're playing pool play.
You and I really haven't done this, but if you can, briefly describe, maybe we'll save it for the next ball game, but just going through, we use the phrase gold ball and showdown series and all kinds of things that the casual person who doesn't know the tournament structure might not understand. might be helpful to understand, because there's kind of like mini tournaments within the big tournament.
Right.
By mini, I mean small.
Yeah, and that's what makes it unique over the years as this tournament has evolved. I mean, back when I was playing, you were given your seed 1 through 64 before the tournament even began.
Right.
And you had to do play-in games and all that kind of stuff to play your way in as the tournament progressed. And there was no divisions. There was no 1A, 2A, 3A. It was everybody thrown into one pool, and you'd play basically a March Madness week.
Wow.
Which was kind of fun.
Hank Jackson hits both free throws.
But what they do now, I really enjoy. They go by program size, and so when we do the different divisions for gold ball games, you play all the teams in your division, as that should probably just about do it. Taylor Llewellyn with the foul.
Rose missed the open three.
And so what ends up happening is you play similar program sizes the first couple of days. So within those divisions, you get seeding. So they do a bracket of 8 for each division, and you get a seed 1 through 8. And you play out that small bracket of just your division. So the people that progress and win all the way through to that division, the winner of that division, quote unquote, is what we consider the gold ball champion for that program size.
And they get a very nice gold ball trophy.
Correct, yeah. And so you get that great sense of accomplishment midweek, and then with the realization that you still have the chance to progress further.
Jackson hits both free throws, and then all the gold ball winners go into another bracket, and they compete for the undisputed.
Yes, so the 8 gold ball winners, they go into what's called the Gold Ball Showdown Series, and they match it up just like other tournaments where the 8A team plays the 1A team, 7 plays 2, 6 and 3, and so on.
4.
Yep. Until you continue on that route where you get the Final Four, and then ultimately what's considered the undisputed national championship, because if you win your gold ball, you're a national champion in your division.
Right.
But they call it undisputed because, well, without question, you are the champion.
There you go. So, for those of you who keep hearing these terms thrown around and wondering, well, what's that really mean? Paul Gilmore with a great explanation of what's what and what these kids are playing for. Jackson been solid at the free throw line. They stretch it to an 11-point lead with 10 seconds to go.
Well, and the Wolverines from Houston are going to be advancing to the boys 14 and under Final Four.
So they will square off against the HSRC Moni Patriots tomorrow. And we have 2 other teams that are probably being determined at the other gym. So they'll have their Final Four tomorrow, and then Saturday morning, I believe it's 10 o'clock, could be wrong, at Evangel University, they will have their undisputed championship game as a prelude to the boys 18U undisputed championship game, which will have the Elite 8 games today, Final Four games tomorrow. No. Yeah, Final Four games tomorrow and the championship game Saturday.
Correct, for the boys 14 and the boys 18.
These days keep running together. I can't remember which day this is. All right, we're going to pause here. Coming up next, as we said, Trinity Pacific from California going to take on Dallas HSAA. That's the boys 16U Gold Ball Showdown Series pool matchup here. We'll have that for you next from Central High School on YouTube.